North America changed a lot over the centuries, but one thing never did: coyotes. Modern coyotes appeared about 10 million years ago, and they stuck around. They survived modern predators like grizzlies, gray wolves, and mountain lions. They even survived the United States expanding west. Some people say cockroaches would take over the world after a nuclear destruction, but I believe coyotes would be right there with them. Stick around and find out why. Europeans eliminated many predators in Western Europe by the time they sailed for North America. They started over again when they arrived here. In the 1500s, Spaniards put a bounty on mountain lions in California. On the East Coast, the Massachusetts Bay Colony enacted bounties on wolves in the 1600s. They hated predators and spared nothing to eliminate them. After the Revolution, Americans packed up their fear and traveled west. Lewis and Clark left one of the earliest American observations of coyotes in 1804. Lewis and Clark called them prairie wolves, and the name stuck. Coyotes aren't wolves, of course, but settlers used the same tactics to try and remove both species. Like wolves, Americans placed bounties on coyotes as soon as possible. The earliest bounty on coyotes I know about is Missouri in 1825. According to the Missouri Department of Conservation, Missouri spent $2 million on bounties between 1825 and 1973. With inflation, that is about $60 million over 148 years. That might not sound like much, but those bounties killed about 20 million coyotes and didn't impact the population at all. Missouri wasn't alone. State and federal governments also killed millions through professional hunters and poisoning campaigns. Many states ended their bounty programs in the 1960s and 70s, but the killing didn't stop. In 2021, the USDA Wildlife Service killed 64,131 coyotes. In 2024, Utah still offers a $50 bounty on coyotes, and other states have proposed restarting theirs. Coyotes keep trucking along. Talk about a waste of time and resources. So why are coyotes uniquely suited to survive this onslaught? It's simple: biology. Coyotes have a few unique traits that help them survive. The first is fission fusion. It sounds fancy, but fission fusion just means they are comfortable alone or in packs, just like humans. Their social structure is fluid, and they don't always rely on a pack like wolves. Americans were able to kill off wolves in many places because of their social nature. That never worked with coyotes. Their territories are less defined, and a runaway coyote will quickly move into a new area and establish itself. Coyotes also survived because they eat anything. Their diet consists of small mammals, various insects, fruits, vegetables, and whatever else they find. Coyotes might be the least picky organism on Earth. Depending on the food availability and the number of other coyotes, females typically have between 3 and 7 pups a year. They are born in the spring to early summer. Coyotes have survived and even expanded their range because of these traits. Despite the obvious evidence it's not working, why are so many coyotes still being killed? It's simple: they're just misunderstood. Many people believe coyotes decimate deer populations. Most coyote killing contests and Utah's official coyote bounty program are based on that premise. However, we know that is a lie. Studies have shown time and time again that coyotes have little to no effect on deer. One study in Pennsylvania, for example, examined fawn survival rates in areas with and without coyotes. It concluded that coyotes and other predators didn't affect the survival rate. Another study in South Carolina had similar results. Researchers removed coyotes from a large area for 3 years. They found coyotes had no effect on fawns. Professor Calvin Norman and Katie Brooks from the Penn State Extension Office explains why coyotes and other predators don't impact deer populations. Deer have evolved survival strategies over time to cope with predators. Fawns are camouflaged, they don't produce much scent, and they stay still in thick cover. According to Norman and Brooks, if a fawn survives for 30 days, it will likely live to adulthood. Coyotes evolved to be one of the world's best colonizers. Deer evolved to become Hall of Fame hide-and-seek players. Thanks to the pressure from larger predators, coyotes were the perfect match for America's anti-predator campaign. The traits and behaviors highlighted earlier helped them survive and expand during that onslaught. There are challenges to coexisting with coyotes, but the answer isn't to hunt them. Instead of wasting time trying to kill them off, we need to develop ways to protect our animals. It is easier to harden the chicken coop than try and kill every coyote, after all. Coyotes are clever survivors who were here long before us and will be here long after we're gone. Hunting them is a gigantic waste of time and money. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and let me know what you think about coyotes in the comments below.